Hello guys, I don't know what happened, but it's like I forgot that Arc exists in the game. In more than once, I got a comment telling me not to sleep on Arc. So I followed the advice and updated my Titan build. And Arc is still amazing and most important, incredibly fun. I did the Birthplace of the Vile Grandmaster a couple of times with this Arc build, and it was so easy. A grenade will kill waves of enemies, and what amazed me, because my memory is really bad and I forget a lot of things, was the melee. The melee charge was clearing waves of enemies as well. So at the end, the tricky part is the crowd control. You can't let them spread around the map. And with this build, you can spawn kill them really easily because you'll always have a grenade or a melee charge. It's so good. Let me show you this. We are in a Master Lost sector. Second highest difficulty in the game, Grandmaster being the first. A simple grenade, 1/3 of his health gone, just like this. So, if we had 2 more players with us, he would be dead, right? Even the melee does good damage, and it's so fun. He's not the champion. We are the real champions here. He's already finishable, and we are emoting. You see, it's a master difficulty, and it's so strong. And it's the same for the barrier one. Throw a grenade, you jolt it, so it will take more damage from the jolt. Enemies around him just gone because the jolt damage and the grenade. You could do damage. I don't even want to, kill him fast. I just want to show the ability cooldowns and how you get your abilities. And it's that. And you already have your melee, you have your thruster, and now you have your grenade. You see, so fast. And guys, I know a lot of you don't like to watch this part of the video where I talk about my fragments choices and mods, but I think it's important, so let me show you. We went with Thunder Crash as our super of choice, but you can rock Fist of Havoc. Our class ability is the Thruster. It's the fastest one and will greatly play in our build. And our melee is Thunderclap. Like you just saw, it's able to clear ads even in GMs. And our grenade is Pulse Grenade, simply the best grenade for this build. And the nice part is, the higher the difficulty, the better this build will perform, because enemies will take longer to kill, so more pulses from the Pulse Grenade, meaning more Ionic Traces equal to more ability regen. Our aspects are Touch of Thunder. When you use your Pulse Grenade, it creates Ionic Traces periodically as it damages targets and increases in damage over time. So this is the aspect that makes this build work. And we went with Knockout, an amazing aspect as well. So defeating targets with melee attacks starts health regeneration and makes you amplified. Our fragments are Spark of Shock. Your arc grenades jolt targets, so when you're jolting targets, they take more damage and they do damage around them. Amazing fragment. Spark of Ions. When you defeat jolted targets, it creates Ionic Traces, so more ability regen. And Spark of Magnitude. Your lingering arc grenade, so Pulse Grenade is one lingering arc grenade, will have extended duration, so your grenade that is already very strong will be in the field even longer. And last but not least, I went with Spark of Resistance. While surrounded by combatants, you are more resistant to incoming damage. This is really strong. On PvE, it gives you 25% more damage resistance while you are within 15 meters of 3 or more enemies. This greatly increases your survivability in GMs, dungeons, raids, places with lots of enemies where you can easily be surrounded. And guys, let me show you the artifact. Even though there are no arc perks there are a couple that will increase the viability of this build for this season. Wished into Being is one. When your super is almost full, when you kill with one ability, and you will because you're gonna kill with a lot of abilities, you get your super back faster. 3 big orbs will spawn and give you your super back. You can go with unraveling rounds if you're using strand weapons. You can still take advantage of the solar ones with your solar weapons. Rays of Precision is one that I highly recommend, and From Whence You Came, it's another one. You'll do ability damage to Scorn and Taken, 5% more, I think. So it's still a good artifact, and you can go with the one where the rocket launcher does more damage to overloads and stop overloads, or you get charged off light using rockets and grenade launchers. I'm not picking those ones, but they are very good, guys. Do not sleep on the artifact. Mods wise, on my helmet I went with Ashes to Assets, so when you kill with your grenade you'll get more super energy back. Dynamo, it reduces your super cooldown when you use your class ability, and you're gonna use your thruster a lot. If you use it within 15 meters of an enemy, it will grant you 2.5% super back. And I went with Solar Siphon. Like I said, we're gonna take advantage of those solar weapons: Polaris Lance, Sunshot, Saoli's Bane. So this will make you generate a ton of orbs by killing with your weapons. On our gloves, I started with Firepower to create orbs when I kill with my grenade, but now it has a 10-second cooldown. I'm still torn with this one, so if you'd like, you could swap it to Momentum Transfer. Causing damage with a grenade reduces your melee cooldown, and this will help with cooldowns, so you don't need to wait for the orb. It's up to you. I also went with Impact Induction. When you cause damage with a power melee attack, it reduces your grenade cooldown. So you can see it's a loop. You do damage with a grenade, you get melee. You do damage with a melee, you get grenade. And our last one was Bolstering Detonation. When you cause damage with a grenade, it will give you class ability back. In our chest, an exotic of choice, Art of Inmost Light, with the exotic perk Overflowing Light, it says, using an ability, and those abilities are grenade, melee, or barricade, in our case thruster. When you use one ability, it empowers the other 2 abilities. Empowered means abilities have faster regen. Melees and grenades do more damage, and barricades have more hit points. So this exotic is the one that is allowing us to have this amount of ability regen. When we use one for 5 seconds, the other 2 will empower, more regen, and more damage. And the mods we are using are just defensive mods, one for Arc, one for Solar, one for Void. You can swap them around depending on the activity you are doing, but always use resist mods. You can't do damage if you are dead. On our legs, I went with Innervation, so when you get an orb, you'll get your grenade back a little bit faster. Recuperation, so it will add to your survivability. You get an orb of power, you get health back. And I went with Absolution. When you get that orb, it reduces all ability cooldowns. So the 3 ability cooldowns will get 5% back. And last but not least, on our class item, I went with Bomber. So when you use your class ability, you'll get 12% back on your grenade. I went with Powerful Attraction. So when you use your thruster, all the orbs nearby will be collected and will get all the buffs that you chose on your boots, all that good stuff. And I went with Distribution. Yeah, because when you use your class ability within 15 meters of an enemy, it will give you 4% ability energy. So 4% to your grenade, to your class ability, and to your melee, and 2% on your super. So that's the build, guys. I hope you like it. I hope you enjoy it. If you have any suggestions, please let me know in the comments and just say something nice, okay? I'll see you in the next one. See ya.